Biden's economic plan not only will affect recovery from the financial hit of COVID-19, it'll also affect your wallet. And joining us to discuss how is Quick Take's Madison Mills. Quick Take, to start, let's talk about how the Biden administration, or the Biden campaign rather, campaigned on this idea of expanding access to affordable and safe credit and helping younger generations build up their credit scores. How will the Biden campaign administration rather do that?
That's right, Renita. You said it so well. The Biden administration really campaigned on this idea of transparency and harsher regulations. A key aspect that Biden has proposed here, though, is the idea of a federally backed credit bureau. So the government would be much more in control of this credit. And two things that I really want to zero in on here for our audience is that Biden wants to kind of expand the traditional idea of the credit score in this country, and especially for people who, like me, are millennials or even younger Gen Zers, we don't necessarily buy a home or buy a car, and so we don't have those more traditional opportunities to build up our credit. Biden is recognizing that and saying that things like your utility bills or your rent payments could all be factored in to that overall credit score, which is something that really resonated with younger voters on the campaign trail, and they're very excited about this idea of expanding access to the credit scoring system in the U.S.
Now, that's pretty interesting because the Biden administration is also pushing for broader banking regulations, limiting predatory lending practices. That could be with credit cards, that could be with home loans, anything else. How will that effort go forth?
That's right, Renita. The key word here is transparency. We've heard this from both Biden and Harris throughout the campaign trail, and it's something that we're expecting to hear from them more as Biden enters office. But one thing I think is really interesting here is that Biden has specifically talked about credit card companies targeting what he's called vulnerable populations, groups like students and veterans. And he's saying, we really want to make sure that people know what they're getting into before they sign up for a credit card. And so he wants to make sure that students, for example, are given all the information they need about interest rates and credit systems before they are signed into a deal with a credit card company that they aren't prepared for.
Madison, thank you so much for that report. We'll definitely be following up.
The biggest stories the moment they happen from around the globe. Subscribe to Bloomberg Quick Take now for insight in an instant.